Blue Jackets fans, and welcome to another Columbus Blue Jackets game preview and player watch. I know the game is about to start any minute, but I figured why not put up another Blue Jackets game preview. So tonight at Nationwide Arena in downtown Columbus, Ohio, the Lightning will be striking. That's because the Columbus Blue Jackets are taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning. This is the first of a three-game season series between the Blue Jackets and Lightning. Tonight in Columbus, November 4th at Tampa Bay, and finally December 31st in Columbus. Now, the reason it is a three-game season series between these two teams is because they're both in the Eastern Conference, but different divisions. The Blue Jackets are part of the Metropolitan Division, and the Lightning are part of the Atlantic Division. The teams that make up the Eastern Conference Metropolitan Division are the New York Rangers, the 2016 and 2017 Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins, the Washington Capitals, the Columbus Blue Jackets, the New Jersey Devils, the Philadelphia Flyers, the Carolina Hurricanes, and the New York Islanders. The teams that make up the Eastern Conference Atlantic Division are the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Ottawa Senators, the Detroit Red Wings, the Florida Panthers, the Boston Bruins. This is the team I consider to be the biggest rival of the Blue Jackets, and they play each other in Columbus on October 30th. The Buffalo Sabres, who the Blue Jackets play on October 25th in Columbus, and the Montreal Canadiens. The Lightning are coming into tonight's game with a record of 5-1-0, and they're coming off a 5-4 shootout loss at the New Jersey Devils in Newark, New Jersey on Tuesday. Meanwhile, the Blue Jackets come in with a record of 5-1-0 after winning against the Winnipeg Jets in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada on Tuesday, 5-2. Game results in October so far: Lightning. October 6th, win at home against the Florida Panthers, 5-3 on opening night. October 7th, loss at the Florida Panthers, 5-4. October 9th, win at home against the Washington Capitals, 4-3. October 12th, win at home against the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins, 5-4. October 14th, win at home against the St. Louis Blues, 2-1. October 16th, win at the Detroit Red Wings, 3-2. October 17th, lost at the New Jersey Devils, 5-4. Shootout! Game results in October so far: Blue Jackets. October 6th, win at home against the New York Islanders, 5-0. Shutout! October 7th, they lost at the Chicago Blackhawks, 5-1. October 10th, win at the Carolina Hurricanes, 2-1. Overtime! October 13th, win at the home against the New York Rangers, 3-1. October 14th, win at the Minnesota Wild, 5-4. Spoiled the Wild's home opener. Overtime! And finally, October 17th, win at the Winnipeg Jets, 5-2. The Blue Jackets have won four games in a row, and they swept their two-game road trip at Minnesota and at Winnipeg. The Jackets have also won their first two games at Nationwide Arena so far this season. This will be the third game of a three-game road trip for the Lightning, and they're 1-1 so far as they beat the Red Wings 3-2, but lost to the Devils 5-4 on October 14th. Part 2, Player Watch. Lightning. Steven Stamkos. Through 7 games, he has 2 goals and 10 assists. Stamkos is an all-around playmaker So don't let these numbers fool you. Excuse me. Stamkos can score goals, and he's a very dangerous player with one of the best shots in the NFL. And NHL. Ryan Callahan, through 7 games, 0 goals and 0 assists. He is an all-around playmaker, so these numbers are a little bit surprising to me. But he can score goals, so the Blue Jackets have to keep an eye on him tonight. Now for the Lightning's best player this season, Nikita Kucherov. Through 7 games, 8 goals and 4 assists. I consider Kucherov to be the goal scorer on this team, so the Jackets need to try and slow him down. In his last 5 games, Kucherov has scored a total of 6 goals. Tyler Johnson, through 7 games, 3 goals and 2 assists. Johnson is a player I consider to be primarily a goal scorer, so I'm a little surprised he only has 3 goals. But if he gets going for the Lightning, look out, because I consider him to be a very dangerous player. Victor Hedman, through 7 games, 1 goal and 2 assists. Just like Dustin Byfuglien of the Jets, Victor Hedman is a very dangerous player who can make your life miserable if you let him get going. Peter Budaj played in 1 game and lost to the Devils 5-4 in a shootout. 34 shots against him, gave up 4 goals, and his goals against average is 3.61. He was also the goalie for the Ontario Reign when the Monsters beat the Ontario Reign in the 2016 Western Conference Finals. The Monsters went on to beat the Hershey Bears 4-0 in the 2016 Calder Cup Finals to win the Calder Cup. And the other Lightning goalie is Andrei Vasilevskiy. Through 6 games, he's 5-1, 210 shots against him. He's given up a total of 18 goals, and his goals against average is 3.00. Blue Jackets, Cam Atkinson. Through 6 games, 3 goals and 0 assists. I consider Atkinson to be a solid all-around player. Goals and assists aren't everything. That's because Atkinson does other things that helps the team, which don't show up on the stat sheet. Artemi Panarin, traded from Chicago to Columbus for Brandon Saad. Through 5 games, he has 1 goal and 7 assists. These numbers are very surprising to me. Panarin seemed like a goal scorer when he was with the Blackhawks last season, but this season he's become more of an assist man with the Jackets. Pierre-Luc Dubois, through 6 games, 1 goal and 0 assists. I'm not surprised by these numbers so far for Dubois. That's because he's in his first season at the NHL level. I think he's just still trying to feel his way through. As he plays more games, the goals will come and the assists will come. Sonny Milano, through 6 games, 4 goals and 0 assists. I consider Sonny to be a goal scorer, and so far he's fit that mold. He got both goals in the win at Carolina, including the overtime winner. He was a key member of the 2016 Calder Cup champion Lake Erie Monsters. Zach Werenski, through 6 games, 3 goals and 2 assists. Zach Werenski is an all-around great player that has really fit in with what the Blue Jackets are doing. He's a young player who has really brought a toughness to the Blue Jackets. He was also a key player of the 2016 Calder Cup champion Lake Erie Monsters. Sergei Bobrovsky, through 4 games, he's 4-0. 126 shots against him. He's given up 6 goals, and his goals against average is 3.61. No, sorry, is 1.48. Jonas Korpisalo, through 2 games, he's 1-1, 55 shots against him, and he's given up 7 goals, and his goals against average is 3.50. My prediction is that Columbus will come out with the win tonight by a score of 5-3 and over. By a score of 5-3. I think it's going to be a very tough game tonight against Tampa. That's because the Lightning are playing extremely well right now, and they're in second place in the Atlantic Division. However, the Blue Jackets are leading the Metropolitan Division. Both teams are 5-1, so it's going to be a very tough game tonight. But I think Columbus can do it, and they will. Thank you guys for watching tonight's Blue Jackets vs. Lightning game preview. Leave a comment in the comment section below if you liked this format or if you would like me to do a different format. You can also comment if you have questions that you would like me to answer. And maybe I'll answer your question at the beginning of the next video. I will see you for the next Blue Jackets game preview Friday, October 20th, when the Los Angeles Kings come to Nationwide Arena. This is Unger to the Max, signing off. But before I go, I want to play the goal horns for the two teams tonight. Starting with the Tampa Bay Lightning. Now it's time for the Blue Jackets goal horn. Time for another goal horn for the Blue Jackets. Chile! And there you go. And this is Unger to the Max, signing off.